Spark plugs are the powerhouse of your engine, and when they're worn, fuel economy will be compromised. It also causes sluggishness and engine misfires, but you can change these out yourself, and I'm going to show you how. For this job you'll need some cleaning brushes, a spark plug socket and ratchet, a set of feeler gauges, anti-seize grease, some dielectric grease, a good torque wrench, and of course your new spark plugs. Literally, there's hundreds of different types of spark plugs, but I have the right ones here from Repco for this Ford Laser. Okay, before we change the spark plugs, we need to clean away any debris that's around the spark plug caps, because we don't want anything to fall down into the spark plug hole. So now I'm going to remove the spark plug leads. I'm going to turn them 90 to 180 degrees to break the seal, and only grab them by the boot to pull them out, otherwise you'll damage the lead. One's out. We'll unclip him. Then we lift out the coil pack, disconnect the cable, and be sure that the coil lead and the coil heads are in good condition. Break the seal and pull only from the rubber boot. Okay, now I'm going to remove the spark plugs. First of all, I'm going to take out number one. So I'm going to turn anti-clockwise. I'm going to spin around the spark plug to remove it. And then when we get them out, we're going to line them all up in order. And that way we can look for defects. Carefully lift him out. Whoa, very well worn spark plug. This spark plug's cracked just above the seam where the brown mark is, so that will be causing a misfire. Number four, all out, all worn out. Okay, so now I'm going to put the spark plugs in, but before they go in, I've got to show you a couple of things. First, we need to get some feeler gauges, like I've got these ones from Repco. And the idea is now that I'm going to check the gap between the earth electrode, the top of the spark plug, and the centre electrode. Now, we know that the specifications for this Ford 2001 model says that the spark plug gap should be 1.5 millimetres. I'm going to slide a 1.5 millimetre gauge in between those two electrodes, and it should fit snug, and that one does. And if it doesn't fit snug, then we need to adjust it. Now, to adjust it, you can just rotate the feeler gauges and that will open the earth electrode a little. If it's way too loose, then you can just tap that earth electrode on a piece of timber and you won't damage the spark plug. Next, I'm going to put some anti-seize onto the spark plug thread. This will allow us to get the spark plug out next time. In go your new spark plugs, and just wind them in a few threads. Now I'll grab my Repco socket, I'll wind them all down, just put a little bit of tension on, not too much. It's easy to over tension these alloy cylinder heads with the spark plugs and causes thread damage in the cylinder head. So I'm going to tension up these spark plugs now. I'm going to unlock first the tension wrench and then I'm going to adjust it to the manufacturer's specifications. I'll put my hand right in the middle of the handle and I listen for a click. There we are, that's the correct tension. Number 3 and number 4. Okay, so now I'm going to put the leads back into the engine, but first of all I've got to check and make sure that there's no damage to these lead ends or the caps. Make sure there's no corrosion or missing components down inside that actually grab hold of the top of the spark plug. So we need to look really carefully around the ceramic portion of the actual spark plug cap, and then we need to look at the boots for any tears or any signs that maybe water's ingressed, which could have caused it to split on the inside. Make sure they're sturdy and feel like they're attached correctly. And then with the lead, just have a look down the lead and look for any signs of white. White is normally a dead giveaway that it's been leaking. So have a look down there, not only for white, but for cracking or for any of the insulation on the outside degrading. Check the boots, make sure the boots are in good condition. And again, the same with the end of the spark plug lead. We need to see that the ceramic is in good order and that the boots are in good order before we install them. So now I'm going to put some dielectric paste onto these insulators at the end of the boots, just where they seal onto the spark plug, on both ends, just a small amount, we don't need lots. You need to hear it snap when it shuts down, and you feel it too. Now for the last one. Now there's only one more step to go, and that is start the car. perfect. If it wasn't running properly, we'd just get out and check and push the leads in, make sure they're on properly. So there you go. If you follow my process, it's really quite a simple job to change spark plugs.